Nice and easy. When you go too fast, you throttle back a little bit. Throttle back. There you go. And a little bit on the brakes. Tiny bit on the brakes. Clear right. All the way runway 32 for departure.
מה זה הרעש הזה?
הטלפון שלי נראה לי.
Somebody's phone? I hear somebody's phone. Nice and easy. Put the yellow line right between your feet, okay?
מה הדבר הזה?
מה זה?
אין לי מושג, זה הטלפון שלי.
זה הטלפון שלך.
אולי זה הטלפון, maybe Isaac?
לא, שלי, נו.
Oh, it's your phone, okay.
זהו, עצרתי.
Watch yourself. Yellow line right between your feet. What I think it's if you take it easy and slow down a little bit, it's like a video game. By the time it goes right, you respond, you go, okay, this is beautiful. A little bit right, the left. You kind of play with the pedals as necessary. Okay, you're doing okay.
איך אתה יודע להגיד להם Southeast departures ולא getaway?
Because we want to go southeast. That's why we called southeast departure. That's right.
Have nothing to do with the wind.
No. Beautiful. This is nice. The way he's taxiing now is very, very comfortable. Under control. That's what you want.
Which one is 302?
What do you mean 302?
Takeoff 302.
Runway 32 is right here. We're going to take off the opposite direction, yeah.
32 she said, okay.
Yeah, she said runway 32, yeah. We're going to go all the way to the departure end, and we're going to run up the engine, make sure everything is good, okay?
מספיק דלק? איפה הפיל?
Of course, full tank, of
איפה
course.
הפול טנק מראה לך?
Over here, there's right tank indication, left tank indication. You see both gauges are full. All the way to the end, make a left. And remember, on the pre-flight, we opened those fuel caps, the red fuel caps, and we actually check visually that we have full tank of gas. I'm gonna make a left here.
עכשיו, מה זה המסך הזה, דורון?
That's navigation. I'll explain. Yeah, it's always on. You have a moving map that shows you where the airplane is. It shows you everything, okay? Okay, we're going to hold short here. Yep. Before we contact the tower, we have to make sure all the airplane systems are working normally. So we're going to set the brake. Okay? And let's do a run-up. The run-up checklist is basically making sure everything works properly with the mechanicals of the aircraft, okay? So, the brake is set, electrical trim. Remember we tested that? Look, it's going up and down here. Down, up. That's an electrical trim. We have to make sure it's working. 0 is right here, TO. Bring it up to TO, which is takeoff. More. Oh, more. Okay, there you go. That's good. Flight controls. This is the flight controls. You move to the left. Look at the aileron. You see it's going left? Look at my finger. It's pointing left. That means this one goes up. You never want this finger to point here and this is going down. If that is the case, the controls are reversed. That's going to kill you. Okay? Move right. Finger pointing right. This one goes up. We're good. Okay? Up and down on the elevator. Look up and down. Look behind you. See the elevator moving up and down? And the rudder.
Yeah.
That's flight control check. Make sure everything is normal. Instruments. Make sure everything is set on the horizon. Airspeed is 0. Turn coordinator, wings are level ball on the bottom. Compass indicating 065 here, indicating 065, like so. Okay? Green, 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 everything's nice and warm. All the engine instruments are normal. Mixture rich, full power. Take the throttle, both of them, bring it up to 1.5, which is 1500 RPM. Look here.
Are we on the brakes?
Hold the brakes and bring it up to 1500. This is your throttle, nice and easy. Very nice. Let's do the left engine. All the way in, left engine. Left engine now. Right there, perfect. Okay, feather test. Take the blue knob, I'll show you what to do. Left engine. Bring it back, wait for it to drop. You see how it's dropping? Back up. Right knob. Look at the gauge. See the gauge, how it's dropping?
Yeah.
You're checking the feather mechanism. When you have an engine failure and you need to feather one engine and make it stop, you want to make sure this works on the ground before you take off, because you're going to lose a lot of performance if you don't do so. Go ahead and bring it up to 2020. Very nice. Okay? Propeller cycle, same thing at 2000. 1, you see how it's going down? Back up. 2 engine, going down, back up, 3 times on each. 3 times on each. What you're doing now is making sure the oil is moving into the governor and everything's working normally.
Nothing is clogged,
nothing is clogged. All the oil is flowing through the pistons and all the mechanism, because you want to be able to change the pitch on the prop, and in order to do that you have to make sure on the ground that it's working properly. Alternate air test right here. Make sure it's working. Left and right, it's working. Mags left and right test. We're going to start with the left engine. Bring this down, make sure the engine doesn't shut off or drop too much on RPM. Only one down. Very nice. Bring it back up. The other one. The left one now. Bring it back up. Okay, take the left one now. 2 on each engine. Okay, bring it back up. Now go to the right engine. 1 down, bring it back up. The other one down, bring it back up. Very nice.
Right, 2. Twice. Good.
No, only once is good. Vacuum, okay, this is your suction right here. Vacuum is 5, which is good. Amps and volts, this is the charging. You got 20 amp on each alternator charging, which is good. Oil pressure, right there, on the green. Left engine, on the green. Oil temperature, right engine, on the green. Left engine, on the green.
They have to be even, the oil temperature, or no?
Before takeoff, you want to make sure everything is green.
Even, I'm talking about, this is 180.
And it doesn't have to be even. Some engines are warmer than others. Green, you want to see green. Green, like green light when you're driving a car, same thing on the engine instruments. Annunciator light right there, you test it, make sure all the lights come on. Idle check closed. And friction lock is right here, okay? This is friction lock. If you want the controls to be loose, you bring it down. You want it tight, you bring it up. Depends on comfort level.
But that's after you can lock it.
Yeah, if you want to, after takeoff, you want to have a certain power setting. Okay? Pre-takeoff checklist. Flaps are at 0. No flaps. Propeller, high RPM. Mixture best power. Fuel selector, let's make sure they're on for takeoff. Fuel pumps right there. Both fuel pumps are on for takeoff. Alternate air is off. Heading indicator, the compass. We checked it. We're going to double check it before departure. Doors and windows. My door is closed. Your door is closed. Your window is closed. Everything is closed. That's what you want before takeoff. Pitot heat is not required. Altitude on the transponder is already at 1200. Landing lights, we got all the lights on. Strobes are on. What time do we have for departure? 7:16. Okay. Looks like we're going to see the sunrise. Look at that. We're going to go right towards the sunrise. Are you ready? Are you guys ready back there?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Brakes release. You want to contact the tower for clearance, or I'll do it? Republic Tower. Seneca 40702. Holding short. Runway 32. Intersection Alpha. Ready for takeoff. Republic Tower, good morning, Seneca 40702, holding short runway 32, intersection Alpha, ready for takeoff, right turn out to the southeast.
Seneca 40702, Republic Tower, approved, clear for takeoff, runway 32.
Clear for takeoff, runway 32, Seneca 702, thank you. Okay, you ready? Nice and easy. You want to line up the aircraft with runway center line and slowly, slowly advance the throttle for takeoff power. Get that center line. You see that center line? You want to get the center line right between your feet. Put it right between your feet. A little bit more to the right. Are we ready? Nice. Put the microphone on your... Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, much better. Full throttle, nice and easy. Stay on the pedals, no brakes. Feet on the bottom. There you go. All the way into full throttle, all the way in. Don't be shy, all the way in there. Very good. Stay on the center line.
I'm good.
Put your hands on the control wheel, hand on the throttle. Hand on the throttle, there you go. Full throttle. Hold it right there. Okay, this is rotation. Slowly get that nose up. Bring it up nice and easy. Okay, we got positive rate of climb. Look at the landing gear. Bring it up. Pull it and bring it up. Pull it out and bring it up. Very nice. Now you just brought the gear up. Very nice. Feels good? Okay, I want to see a right turn to the southeast. Let's go ahead and turn right. Very nice aircraft control. Beautiful. Keep the turn going. All the way towards the sunrise. Before we lose that sunrise. Beautiful. Right toward the sunrise. Good. Very nice.
Oh.
Watch that pitch. Get that nose back down. Don't pull up too much. You want to be able to look outside and see the horizon. If you pitch up too much and you don't see the horizon, that's too much pitch. This is a constant airspeed climb, what we're doing. This is a climb. This is one of the fundamentals of flight, okay?
וואלה למעלה כמו F-16.
נכון.
זה מה שחשבתי אנחנו עושים. הרגשתי לרגע אני באלעל.
All right, very nice, very nice. Excellent, beautiful job. Let's lower the nose a little bit so we can watch the sunrise. Beautiful, get that camera ready. We're going to keep that heading a little bit more to the left towards the sun, that's nice. Okay. As we're climbing, we're going to do a climb checklist, okay? Climb checklist. Speed 120. What's your speed?
120.
Beautiful. Throttle set. On the climb, we need to reduce the throttle to 25 inches. So go ahead and bring those two to 25. Nice and easy. Look outside towards the sun while you do it and keep cross-checking, because if you're going to focus too much inside the cockpit, you're going to start drifting, okay? And RPM also bring to 25, which is right here. you go. Mixture is required. We're going to lean the mixture a little bit. Fuel pumps you can turn off. We're going to put them back on before landing. Cowl flaps are going to remain open.
What's the reason you put the fuel, only the fuel pump on?
There is 2 fuel pumps on each engine. There's a mechanical fuel pump and an electric fuel pump. The electric fuel pump is supplementing the mechanical, so on takeoff and landing and any other reason called by the checklist, you have to put it on. So for takeoff, it's on. After climb, we put it back off. Okay, that's why it says as required. Cowl flaps are open for now. Instruments, make sure everything's on the green. You can turn off your taxi light and landing light. And flight plan we can open, but we don't have to because we're going to stay local, okay? We're going to keep climbing.
You're going to go up?
Yep, let's keep climbing up to about 4,500. So we're going to do a consider speed climb 4,500. And we're going to level off. Point towards the sun so we can watch that sunrise. Look at that, beautiful. Oh, look at that, beautiful. The sunrise and the engine, beautiful. Very nice. What's your altitude now? 3,500. We're going to go up to 4,500.
You know, it's drifting while you go up.
A little bit, not much, just a bit. Wow, perfect timing. Look at that. We managed to get up in the air right by the sunrise. Very nice morning. Okay, after you finish your consider speed climb, we're going to level off at 4,500. And we're going to do the second fundamental of flight, which is basically straight on level flight. Okay? Wow, that sun kind of come up quick. Bam.
Came very quick.
Okay, let's go ahead and make a left turn along the coastline. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and make a left turn, which is a nice shallow turn to the left.
You're 4,000 feet?
We're 4,200 now. We're going to climb to 4,500, okay?
I can feel it.
Very nice. Level off at 4,500. Beautiful. And we're going to go to the second fundamental, which is straight at level flight. Straight at level flight is basically pick a point outside the horizon, which is a good reference point. I like the shoreline because you can just follow the shoreline. Okay, you see the shoreline?
Yeah.
Put the nose of the aircraft right on the shoreline. This is your reference point. Now, in order to maintain altitude, we have to look outside on the horizon and make sure the nose of the aircraft is in the same relationship into the horizon. So we're going to lower the nose and put the nose right on the horizon. I'm going to help you a little bit. Look outside. You don't have to look too much on the instruments. Just like so. And we're going to maintain the shoreline, which is our reference heading. And we're going to maintain our altitude, just like so. Okay? Beautiful. This is the second fundamental of flight, okay? We did climb. We're doing straight on level flight. Let's see if you can hold your altitude plus or minus 100 feet and hold your heading plus or minus 10 degrees. Like so.
לטאוור שאתה משנה גובה?
No, we're good. We don't have to report anything.
לא?
We're good. We're outside of the airspace, so we don't have to.
אבל הם רואים אותי, נכון?
Yeah, they see us on the radar. Of course, they see us on the radar. Yeah.
איפה ה-airspace נמצא?
Airspace is to the left, which is islip, class Charlie. And we're right along the shoreline at 45, 4600, so we're above them and outside of them south, so we're good. See, this is the line. We're pretty much right on the line, so we're good. Okay, we're going to do some turns. I want to make sure you're comfortable with turns. This is the third fundamental. That's actually turning the aircraft, okay? I want you to hold the shoreline, and I would like you to do a complete 360 degrees. That means we're going to turn shallow to the left, a complete 360, come up to the same angle where the sun is to your right and the shoreline is straight. You ready? I want to see nice and shallow turn to the left. That's right about there. You don't want steeper than that. Roll out a little bit. That's a little bit too steep. Roll out. Put the nose of the aircraft right on the horizon. Bring it back up. Bring it back up. There you go. Put it right on the horizon. Very nice. It's a little bit too steep, and that's why you're losing your altitude. See if you can shallow the bank. I want to see a shallow turn. Very nice. That's much better.
Traffic.
Traffic.
I'm looking outside. We're going to keep an eye on traffic. Very nice. Go right back to the shoreline. Try to hold 4,500 and come right back to the shoreline. This was a 360-degree turn to the left, all right? Very nice. Okay, we're going to do the same exact thing to the right when you're ready. I want to see a shallow turn to the right now. Go the opposite direction. Clear right?
You said before it was a deep, steep...
We're not doing steep, we're doing shallow. I don't want to go steep because when you're going into a steep bank, you have some overbanking tendencies. There's loss of components of lift. You tend to descend. It's a little bit more, complicated, the steep turn. That's why I want to do shallow turn initially to get you comfortable turning the aircraft in a shallow bank, okay? One step at a time. He's doing a wonderful job, okay? I mean, he's got wonderful touch. He's looking outside. He's putting the nose of the aircraft right on the horizon. He's maintaining his altitude, plus or minus 100 feet. And he's maintaining a constant shallow bank. A little bit shallower, maybe. That's a little bit too steep. Very nice. A bit more to the right, all the way to the shoreline, just like we did before. Okay, the next fundamental of flight as you roll out of the shoreline is a descent, okay? Basically, we're descending when we're coming into an approach and landing, all right? So let's go ahead and throttle back to about 20 inches. All the way to 20. Very nice. And let's take the nose down and trim the nose down with your electrical trim for a descent.
This is the
but maintain the shoreline. Maintain the shoreline. See the shoreline? Yes. Put the nose of the aircraft right on the shoreline. Look outside, and you want the nose of the aircraft to be below the horizon because we're descending. If we're descending, the nose is below the horizon, so go ahead and push that nose down. When I say push the nose down, I mean apply forward pressure on the yoke to get the nose below the horizon to initiate a descent. You're doing wonderful. That's exactly a descent. This is the fourth fundamental of flight, which is descending, decreasing altitude. Now you see how you're pushing it down and it comes back up? You want to relieve that control pressure by pushing on the button more and getting the aircraft trimmed for a descent, just like so.
Condition clear. Temperature 07 Celsius. Dew point 01 Celsius. Altimeter 29091. Remarks. Storm information not available.
Go to warm up, yeah.
Brookhaven Airport, Shirley, New York. Automated weather observation 1133 Zulu. Wind 270 at 05. Visibility 10.
Brookhaven traffic, Seneca 40702 is 5 miles to the south. Left traffic, runway 24, Brookhaven traffic. Okay, we're going to descend towards that airport. Look up there to your left. Turn to the left and look to the left. You see that runway over there? We're going to descend. He's kidding. We're coming for landing. Traffic. He's holding the parachute. He's holding the parachute. Well, let me tell you, there's a pretty nervous person in the back there. Okay, good. All right, no problem. Okay, this is Brookhaven Airport. Okay, we're gonna do left traffic for runway 24. Okay, we're landing this aircraft. I want you to see what it's like to land an airplane. All right.
You can land it in any airport?
As long as you have enough runway, yeah, sure. This doesn't need more than 1,000 feet with
they
full
don't charge you, right?
I think this one is $10 or something like that.
Are we going to open the flaps or not yet?
Okay, not yet. Let's go ahead and make a right turn. And keep the airport off your left-hand side because we're going to be on the left downwind for runway 24. Brookhaven traffic, Seneca 40702 on a ring left downwind, runway 24, Brookhaven.
How do you know where's the airport's located?
I see it. It's right off
how do you know to get to them?
I'm looking at my navigation. I'm looking at my sectional chart. I know the area. Slowly, you know, you're going to get yourself familiar. Okay, let's do the before landing checklist. Okay, we're coming in for landing. So, power, let's throttle back all the way to idle, all the way. Yep, we have to slow down and put the nose of the aircraft right on the horizon and throttle back. Now be ready to put the gear down because when we're coming in for landing, we have to put the gear down. So below 125 miles an hour, which is right now, pull and drop it down. Very nice.
Myers.
Okay.
Brookhaven Uniform Saratoga for active runway.
Seneca 40702 is using runway 24, winds out of the west for Brookhaven traffic.
24, thanks.
Okay. You're doing well. Keep that speed up, just like so. Okay, we got the props on full RPM for the pre-landing. Fuel selectors are on. And we'll put all the lights on so everybody can see us that we're coming in for landing. No, keep that off for now, it's good. Okay. And we're using runway 24. And we got 3 green lights for landing, okay? Take a look to your left and turn the aircraft right towards the runway. Brookhaven traffic, Seneca 40702 is on the left base, runway 24, Brookhaven. Get that nose down, a little bit of throttle. You want to stay at about 100, just like so. Lower the nose a little bit. You have a tendency to pitch up. And we're coming to land, so there's no reason to pitch up. As we're coming in for landing, we have to be descending. So apply some forward pressure on the yoke. Let go of the controls for a second. Let me make sure the aircraft is trimmed nicely. Okay, beautiful. Now you're nice and trim. We're going to do a final checklist. Final checklist is basically a verification of everything set up for landing. So we're going to look at the landing gear. We have 3 greens. Landing gear is down and locked, and flaps are selected to our landing configuration. And we're ready for landing. You see that runway?
Bonanza 701 Bravo Lima is 10 miles east-southeast.
Now we're going to come in for landing. Okay, hand on the throttle in preparation for landing. Very nice. And keep coming down towards the runway. You see the runway? Yeah. Go ahead and throttle back just a tiny bit to about 15 inches. And see if you can line yourself up so you're going to be straight. When I say line up, I mean go right, go left, and when you look, the runway is straight ahead, right there, like so. Beautiful. Throttle back a little bit. Back. Yep. Just about 14 inches now. It's good. Okay. Let's see if you can land this aircraft. Brookhaven traffic, Seneca 40702, final runway 24, Brookhaven traffic. Keep coming down, very nice, don't pitch up, keep coming down. Beautiful, keep coming down. Pitch up a little bit, you don't want to hit the trees, there you go. You want to maintain that those numbers right on the windscreen in the same position, just like so. Okay, take your feet off the brakes, don't push the brakes. Okay. Okay. Round out and flare, hold it, throttle all the way back to idle. Hold it. All the way to idle, hold it, hold it, hold it. Not too much, hold it, hold it, hold it. That's it.
Good.
This is a landing.
Traffic not available.
Nice and easy, get on the brakes. There you go. Now we're going to make a right off the runway, which is right up here. Make a right up here. And we're going to make another right. Taxi back, okay? Brookhaven traffic, Seneca 40702 is clear of runway 24. Taxi back for takeoff, runway 24 with a west departure, Seneca 40702. Make a right. What do you think? Not too bad, right? A little bit of practice. You could do it. It's good. It's pretty good. He's not bad at all.
Good morning, Dorian.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing, man?
Good.
You recognize my voice, huh?
Yeah.
That's a little bigger than a tiny Luscombe, isn't it?
Just a little bit, but that's okay. Take some more fuel.
You know what? We're good. We're just gonna taxi back and do another takeoff with a west departure. We're, you know, just didn't want to stay local. I had to come visit you guys.
Nice job. We'll talk to you later.
Catch you later, Chris. It's amazing. They recognize my voice. That means I'm getting popular, huh? I usually fly a little two-seater in here, and I put gas, but today it's a different.
איפה אנחנו?
A little bit warmer, right? That is cold. Yeah, the sun's coming out. It's going to warm up nicely. We're in Brookhaven Airport. It's Shirley. Now, you see how the yellow line is way off to your right? Can you do me a favor? Put that yellow line right between your feet. Because it's a pretty wide airplane and, you know, 40-foot wingspan. If you're not on the center, you may hit something, so you want to make sure you're safe.
Brookhaven traffic, Saratoga taking off, departing on runway 24, departing to the north.
Brookhaven traffic, Seneca 40702 will be holding short, runway 24 for departure. Brookhaven traffic. Okay, we're going to make it right up here, just like so, right into the sun. And we're going to hold short of the runway, and we're going to pull the parking brake. And we're going to we're going to pull, let go of the brakes, pull, and push. Now it's sit. There you go. We're going to let Mr.
Woody.
Shit?
No.
No, he's up. Gonna let Mr. F-16 pilot try how to... Okay. Alright, we're gonna switch here.